Hello, my name is Dylan, and I am in a book slump, and it will not end. It just, I just don't read, and I would really like to. So for the next 30 days, I'm going to read. I'm going to force myself if I have to, even for just like 5 minutes. 5 minutes will be like the minimum every day, that I just sit down with a book and read. Hopefully it'll be like 30 minutes, an hour, even more would be great. But for the next 30 minutes I'm going to make reading a habit. I'm going to force myself to read and force myself to just get reacquainted with reading, because I used to read a lot. I used to read all the time, and reading was something that I just didn't struggle to do. And now it's something that I do struggle to do. I want to read, and there's so many books that I'm excited about, and I think about reading, and I have enough books to read, as you can see, but I just don't read. It's 10 to 12 on the first day, and I have not read. I just remembered to read because I was putting the footage that I recorded today of me saying that I'm going to read every day for 30 days into my computer, and I was like, oh. So 10 minutes left. I'm going to start reading now, and the book I'm going to start reading is this. Just hit my head. The Rest of Us is Live by Patrick Ness. It's day 2, and it's also past 11 at night, so that's beginning to be a pattern. Goal for tomorrow is to start reading when it's daylight still. Hopefully we're gonna do that. But yeah, I'm reading this book. I'm on page 200, there's like 300 pages. I would like to finish it tomorrow. So 50 pages today, 50 pages tomorrow, maybe? So yesterday I finished reading The Rest of Us Just Live Here by Patrick Ness. I finished a book. That's the first one of this challenge, which is very exciting, but also I don't want to make a big deal out of it, because if I'm like too happy about it, I am happy about it, but if I'm too happy about it, then I might just be like, I finished something, let's take a break, or let's not read. So I finished something, but I'm still gonna read today, of course, and yeah, finished the book. If you want to hear my thoughts on this, I will be putting those in my wrap-up. I gave it 3 out of 5, so yeah. The book that I'm going to pick up next today is this book, The Raven King by Maggie Stiefvater. This is the last book in this series, and I started reading this I think in May. I'm on page 266. It's long overdue for me to finish this. It's day 15 of 30, we're halfway through this challenge. Yesterday I read I think like 40 or 50 pages of The Raven King, which is the book I'm reading. The 3 days before that though, I didn't read. I failed. I failed for those 3 days, and it was basically the same thing every day of it getting to 11 o'clock and me being, I need to read, and then being distracted, and then it gets past 12 and it's like, okay, well it's a new day, I'll read tomorrow, but then I didn't. I didn't read the next day, and then I didn't read the day after that. And before those 3 days of failing, I was having a lot of days where it was also getting to 11 o'clock, but I would read like a chapter or a page just to like have read something for that day. But yeah, yesterday I read, I'm going to maybe finish this today, and it's still daylight, so that's great. I have less than 100 pages, and it's in the like final action, so I feel like that'll motivate me to finish it. But yeah, this challenge is good so far, I think, because even if I don't want to read, and even if I'm forgetting some days, I'm being reminded every day to read. I'm thinking about reading at 11 o'clock at night, but I'm thinking about reading and like being reminded to pick up a book, which I want to be doing, so that is a good thing. And you know, on the days that I do want to read, I do read, and I read more than a chapter. I feel like a page is maybe too little, but a chapter is okay. It's still like some progress. So it's the final week. Today is day 24, and there are 6 days left of this challenge. Yesterday I read 1 page of this book. The day before I read nothing, so failed a little bit there. I think it's been 4 days that I failed altogether so far, and I want to keep it there because that's way better than I was expecting. I expected many more days of failing. So I want to keep it at 4 and finish this strongly, and also sort of, I kind of have forgotten to make reading a habit. It hasn't really been like a priority to make it a habit and to do it every day, and I think it would really help to do it at the same time. So I'm going to let go of this whole reading in the daytime thing that I can't seem to do, and at 11 o'clock every night I'm going to pick up a book and read, and that's going to be like the time, and hopefully I will, you know, make that a habit. I finished The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime by Mark Haddon, third book of this challenge completed, and I actually read this around 11 o'clock, finished it around 11 o'clock, so I was sort of right around that time, which is good. Yeah, third book is done. The day before yesterday, 3 days ago, I started reading In Ember and the Ashes, and then the day after that, I finished it, so that was fast. I don't remember the last time I ever finished a book, like started and finished a book that quickly. I really enjoyed this, it was really easy to read. It wasn't anything like amazing, but it was really easy to read and get through, and I'm giving it 3.5 out of 5, so I finished this book. Yesterday, I read the start of the second book just to see if I wanted to continue. I probably am, but not right away. And I also read the start of The Chemist by Stephanie Meyer, just to also see if I wanted to read that and see if I was intrigued enough, and I think I might be. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so that book came out really recently, I think, so I wanted to like see what it was like. And then today is day 30 of this challenge, the final day. We are here, we are at the end. I'm finishing this, and it's so crazy to think that I've been trying to read every day for 30 days and mostly succeeding, and that I have read 4 books this last 30 days, and I'll be starting another book today. I'm not sure what that will be, but I will be. And yeah, it's been so weird. I can't believe that I've been doing this and that it's like sort of worked. And I'm really hoping to continue to read every day at 11 p.m. Other times as well, but like trying to sit down with a book every day at 11 p.m. I won't be as strict, not that I've been strict so far, but I won't be as strict in the future with like wanting to read every day, but I definitely want to try and make it more of a habit. It is past midnight and day 30 is complete. This challenge is done. I've finished reading for 30 days. I was reading Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo on the last day, and yeah, we are done. I do want to say I was checking my Goodreads and I read 15 books so far this year, and 4 of them were in the last 30 days, so in the last 30 days I read a third of the books that I read this year, and in January, that was the last time I read 4 books in the period of 30 days, so I read 4 books in January, 4 books in the last 4 weeks, and in between like February and October, I read the other 7 books that I read this year, so let's not do that again. But yeah, I feel good, I feel like this was a success, and I definitely recommend, and I'm hopeful and excited to like read more, and not read like 7 books in however many months that was. But yeah, that was this challenge. A success definitely, and recommend, and let me know if you're going to try it in the comment section below and how it goes. Hope you enjoyed, and happy reading. Bye.